Guys, it's EKD once again, and I want to welcome you to today's it's kind of a review though. It's kind of a review. My take on MTN's new rebrand. I think everybody should know about MTN. It's a world-renowned telecom company, and recently they just did a rebrand, and I thought of talking on it, just say a few things that would be of benefit to both designers and other brands. So what we just need to do is to critically look at the previous logo. All right, the previous logo. This is a very significant transformation. It's a very significant transformation, because the MTN we used to know, all right, the MTN we used to know, like yellow. Everybody knows yellow. When we just hear of yellow, we know is MTN. It was very significant because we can't even find some colors again. Like the previous one, you can find blue. But let me not go ahead of myself. I think I'll do that in some minutes time. All right. So you can see the old logo. You can see the new one also. So it's a very significant change. All right, it's a significant change. So what we want to do is to review the old logo. Let's just talk on the old logo for a moment. Let's talk on the old logo. So the old MTN logo, like I said, is popularly known by this kind of shiny yellow color. All right, this kind of shiny yellow. Although the new one still has, they still retained the yellow. All right, the yellow retained the black also. So I think the old logo was okay, was fine. We're used to it. We're very used to it. I think it is not that minimal, but it was still minimal compared to other brands, all right, other telecom brand. It was minimal, and it has been there for years. All right, it's been there for years. I noticed this change earlier though. I went to an MTN office, trying to fix something, and I noticed a new logo. At that time, it had not been popular that they changed their logo. It was not viral yet, but I noticed a new logo. I was like, wow, what logo is this? Is this MTN? I was wondering, not knowing that at that time they already changed. So I was wondering, this is not MTN. Why are they using a separate logo? I was wondering until few days later I discovered that they've actually rebranded. So the old logo was fine. It was okay. It was very iconic. Very iconic logo. A very iconic logo. It was minimal. I was reading through it and I saw that they've rebranded from being just a telecom company to a tech company. All right, to a tech company. So I think that drove the change of the logo also. All right. So you see the before and the after. Although they maintained that kind of oval shape, all right, kind of oval shape, it was maintained. It was maintained still. So everybody's wondering, MTN is changed logo. MTN's changed logo. It was very shocking and surprising actually. We are not expecting that. Because at least the old one was working. It was working fine. It was working fine for them. It was working fine. But I think later on in this tutorial we are going to know why they changed it according to my perspective. All right. I did not claim to know everything. This is just my own view and my opinion. All right. As a designer, this is my opinion and my own view, and I'm going to tell you later why I think they changed it. All right. So they have other sub brands. They have sub brands like MTN Money. They have other sub brands. So I'm hoping they will deal with this too. They will have to deal with all these sub brands. All right. They will deal with their sub brands maybe later, or maybe they've dealt with it now. But I've not seen a recent post on their sub brand. So we have MTN Money. We have there's one we call Cardiac Money. I think it belongs to MTN too. So I think they will have to find a way to embed. If they've not done that yet, they have to look for a way to embed the new mark. They have to look for a way to synchronize it so it fits with all their sub brand. All right. So So why the rebrand? Why the rebrand? Because we've been saying it as designers. We always say, okay, rebrand. Most times we go to new clients, we tell them, okay, rebrand, we can do a rebrand for you, this and this does not work. But in the case of MTN, it's not largely so. All right, it's not largely so, because like I said, their previous logo was working fine. It was working fine. It was not bad, it was working fine. The whole world already knew, already were acquainted with the logo. All right, I too was acquainted with the logo. Everybody was acquainted with MTN's logo. It was known widely that was their logo. So I think it worked well. I didn't really see any. That was why we could not really predict they were going to change it. All right. So, but why the rebrand? Why the rebrand? Why the rebrand? Why the sudden rebrand? So what I perceived, like, since they are migrating from being just a telecom company to being a tech company, I think that was the major reason why they had to do a rebrand, because a tech company does quite a lot of things, unlike a telecom company. Tech company is wider, right? So I think they had to change the mark. They had to change the mark because it was going to do more work now. It was going to do more work now than the other one. So if you check our previous logo, we were reviewing a logo and we said how flexible logos should be. All right, how flexible logos should be. So the old logo was fine, but it was not that flexible. I didn't think it was going to be that flexible. All right, it's not going to be that flexible. This one is very, 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 very flexible. It's very flexible. I was discussing with designers friends. I think I posted it on my status, and we're talking about this logo being extremely simple. That you don't get to do this for. Not every client is going to accept this from a designer. We're talking about that, and like I said, it's not about what the client wants. All right, it's what works. Is what works, because at the end of the day, you are not selling to yourself, you are selling to a particular audience. All right, so it is what works that matters. All right, so even if it's extremely simple, because I know things that are simple tend to work better. All right, so most times people are afraid to do something very simple like this. So we're just discussing how would I do something like simple as a very complex organization like MTN. Why are they doing something as simple as this? So many people were talking, they were giving their own comments, but I think it's fine anyway. It's fine, it's okay, because it is now more flexible. Where the other logo was limited, I think this will carry on. This will go beyond the limits of the other logo, because it's very flexible. Simple things are more flexible. If they want to produce maybe gadgets, it can be easily embroidered on it. All right, easily stamps easily. So I think they are going to meet they're going to reach now a wider audience. All right, a wider audience, not only people that would want their services for maybe telecom and stuff. So they are going to reach a wider audience. The logo had to be more flexible. All right, it has to be more flexible. So I think that was why they really did this, and I think it's a nice one. It's a nice one. All right, it's a nice one. So I would really like you guys, if you want to know more on flexibility, you can check the other videos, because I'm not going to do more of that here. Just want to quickly review it. All right, so the next thing is, what are the noticeable changes? All right, there are some few noticeable changes that we have to quickly take a look at. All right, the first thing I want to let you know is that this is extremely minimal. This is extremely minimal, man. This is extremely minimal. It takes audacity to embark on this kind of minimal designs. It takes audacity. All right, it takes a lot of audacity. So, but I think this is minimal and it works well. There are no much colors. All right, it is extremely flat. extremely flat. This other one, sometimes you would agree with me that they add shadows sometimes to these ones. They can add shadow to the MTN, they add shadow sometimes, but this one is extremely flat. There's no way you can. This is extremely flat. That's why I said it is very audacious to make this kind of move, all right, for a company like that. The typography, all right, the typography is simply the way the text will be organized, all right. This one is a bit slanted. The previous one is slanted. This one is all straight up, all right. So if you take a look at this, this other one, it is not, it is all squared still. It is all squared still, and this is all squared too. So I think this one is lighter. So when it comes to type, this is lighter. This is lighter and is not in italic form. All right. So that's what you have to take note of. Another significant thing is the colors. All right. This one is straight one color logo, maybe yellow and black or black on yellow. All right. Another thing you notice is the yellow. The other, the previous MTN we used to know used to be that kind of sharp color of yellow. Right. Sharp yellow. Most times, even if you don't see their logo, if you just see sharp color yellow, people will just say, "Are you MTN?" So that was humonly used for MTN. All right, I'll just say are you MTN? This one you're putting on yellow. So, but now I think the yellow is more subtle now. It's more subtle. If you can observe very well, it's a little subtle now. So those are the major changes you will find on this logo. All right. So another thing, what we can learn from it, everyone is going minimal. You have to take note. Every brand is going minimal. Everything is going minimal. Things are becoming simpler by the day. Things are becoming simpler. People don't want to stress themselves. If something can still be simple and can still work, I think this is a very difficult thing to let people know about, that things are going minimal. Like the other day, Tola Alabi was posted on his Twitter, and he said most times if designers want to do something simple, people tend to tell them that they are lazy, or they don't have ideas and kind of thing. But I think it is wrong, because everybody's going minimal, and it's not just for going sake. It's not an empty move, all right. It is there's a need for it. There's a need for things to become more simple. But you agree with me that previously phones used to be more complex, but now phones are very small. They are very simple, but yet they do a lot of things. It's the same for logo, all right. It's the same. So you trying to do something that is simple, it actually means you can do a lot. It's not everybody that can do simple things. I tell you, most times you want to add a lot of things. So if it's simple, it can work, and that was the step they took, and we can learn from them. Next time, if you are working for a client, or if you are a client, yourself, allow the designers to do something simple for you. Go for something simple, because it will work. It will be more flexible. All right, it will be more flexible. If MTN that has been for long can change, can move to something more minimal, I think there's nobody that should not move there, because they've seen the reason, they've seen the necessity. All right, they've seen the necessity. So I think everybody should take that bold step, or brands should take that bold step. All right, there is a place for things being logos trying to look very beautiful and all complex, but there's also a place for simplicity. And I think if brands are going, if they are going for a wider range of audience, I think they should make it simple. There's no need for it to be complex. All right. So I think that is what we can learn from MTN. They took the bold step. It's very nice, very simple and straight to the point. Now it's strictly yellow and black. So I think we can copy this from them, and every other brand can copy it from MTN. All right. So you can see it works on black too. Is that yellow on black or black on yellow? All right, is that yellow on black on yellow? So I think it's great. Nice font, nice type, and it can work well. When used as a pattern. Also at the side, you can work well when used as a pattern. I think this is a nice move. Kudos. I have not yet studied who designed it. Still, I'm still trying to make my research, but I'm going to study. I'm going to find out who designed it. But I think they did a good job. All right, they did a good job. All right. So we've come to the end of this video. I just had to do a quick one. So if you have any question concerning the rebrand, you can just send me a message, send me a DM, or gladly comment. Just put a comment on the comment section. I'll read through it and I'll give you a reply. All right. So don't forget to subscribe. I think I just dropped a video how to make a logo from start to finish. I think you have to check that video. It's very, very, very awesome. It's very awesome. So that's all I have for today. So bye, see you next time, and tell me what you think about MTN's rebrand. I want to hear from you. All right, so bye guys.
Hi guys, my name is EKD. Welcome to my channel. From graphics design to motion graphics, from branding to logo designs, all I do is to simplify your design learning process. You can trust me on that. I provide awesome tutorials that will help you learn fast. All you have to do is to subscribe to this channel, like my videos, and share. Welcome once again to this channel. Enjoy.